Okay, we're recording now. So
Right.
I am Ashley Heber,
I'm Will Shanahan.
and we have MP5 using appropriate tools strategically.
Okay. In this presentation, we will give examples of how MP5 is used in elementary education. We will define MP5. We will connect it to elementary level math, and we will review examples, definitions, and connections.
So our first example we have is a second grade model. Students in second grade need to know how to use rulers and other measurement tools. They need to be able to use inches and centimeters. Of course, this is always just one little standard. Because of the standard, students need to be familiar with both sides of the ruler, when to use each side of the ruler, and how to read the ruler. Appropriate tools that go with this are rulers, yardsticks, meter sticks, and measuring tapes. And I gave an example of a student's given a bug and they have to know how to read the given ruler to know how big the bug is.
Okay, so MP5 is using appropriate tools strategically. When working in math, students need to consider the tools that they have available to help them solve problems. These tools could include pencil and paper, concrete models, rulers, calculators, technology, and many other things. Students must be able to use tools that are appropriate for their grade level and learning level. For example, a second grader will not use graphing or a scientific calculator to solve problems. They will use base 10 blocks. Students need to know how to find these tools in the classroom and online. Uh, these tools help students deepen their understanding and explore new concepts in math. Okay, our second example is from fourth grade. In fourth grade, students will have to know how to measure angles of a shape using a protractor. So in this example, we have a protractor that is being used to measure the angle of a parallelogram. Um, because of this standard, students need to be familiar with how angles are represented on a protractor and how to properly use a protractor to find angles. The appropriate tool for this standard is a protractor.
So there's connections to elementary math. You have concrete versus abstract. Students in elementary school are still thinking concretely for many math problems, especially at a younger age. They can start doing it in fifth grade if they have a really good math concept. They need to see the objects in front of them or even to draw it out. They cannot think of it in their head since these are still new ideas to them. They need the appropriate tools to help with the concrete thinking. Life connection. When I taught fourth grade, working with fractions, students had a hard time understanding what's happening. And so I brought in pizza, which is a real life idea, and it made it much more enjoyable for those students to use the pizza to represent the fractions. This real life connection happens, and my students paid more attention and understood problems. Us who doesn't love some pizza? Having manipulatives always ready. My second graders right now have manipulatives at the very front of their table, so they know they can always go get them at any time. Um, they need to know where they are in the classroom, how to get to them. That way they can use them on testing and state testing, eventually upper grade levels. Plus, also, not only just having them there, but giving them a chance to play and explore with those manipulatives. Upper level example, this is kind of stepping outside of elementary school, but when students get into upper levels such as middle school and high school and even college, they still need tools to help them solve problems. Example, it could be that a student's needing to build a kite. They'll need paper and fasteners and a protractor to create this kite. Without those tools, you would have an idea but couldn't make a concrete model. They need to work out the math before cutting and connecting. They may even need to come back to that math. Students could be working on a graphic design and need to use technology to make their idea come to life. They'll use math and different technologies that are available to them. Students could also be asked to collect data and represent it in a graph. They will need to use graphing paper, graphing calculator, spreadsheets, or a graphing program to create the graph of their data. So tools are always needed in any grade level. Uh, no, you're good. Refresh examples in the classroom was I have many different tools that can be used in the school settings. They can range from concrete models to technology for college students.
Definitions: when using appropriate tools in the classroom, students can help understand. Using appropriate tools in the classroom can help students understand new math problems and explore new concepts, as well as deepening their understandings of concepts that they've already been taught and already learned. Tools can range from a pencil and paper to technology.
And then one of the last ones is just how it's connected to our grade levels and what we'll be teaching. You have concrete versus abstract. Students in elementary school are still very concrete no matter what they say to you. Connections to personal life is always a huge gain when working with math problems. And then always having those tools ready and available for students. All of this information, the slides came from Slide Mania, and here are our standards. Thank you.